You've probably thought more than once that you'd like to change your financial situation. Maybe you'd like more freedom in how you spend your time, in what you can afford for yourself or your family. These thoughts come to almost everyone, but most stop there because they don't know where to start. My name is Evelyn. For 10 years, I've been studying trading, building a system that helps me make informed decisions and not depend on chance. I remember very well how difficult it can be at the very beginning. Everything seems too unclear, there is a lot of information and not enough confidence. That's why I recorded this video, to show that the path can become clear and without overload. Today you will see how to build a logical approach step by step, which can be mastered even from scratch. Just practice, just the essence. Over the course of this video, you'll be able to realize that everything is set up to support you from the start. Let's go! Before we get started, I want to tell you about an opportunity that will help you not just look from the outside, but start to understand the topic with me. I have created a community where every day I share my approach, analyze real situations, and answer questions from participants. Everything is organized in such a way that even someone who is just taking the first steps and knows nothing about trading can easily enter the process and understand how it works. You don't need experience or special knowledge here, just a desire to understand and move forward. It's not a course, it's a space where you can get support and step-by-step instruction. Access is open and you can join now via the link in the pinned comment. Don't delay if you feel you're ready to get started. Now, let's get moving on this. Let's move on to this session. I have already opened the platform. You can see it on the screen. Now, I will set up all the settings I need and select pairs and indicators. Indicators are important because with their help, you can analyze the current behavior of the chart and evaluate possible scenarios of its change. So, all the presentations are done, the settings are set, it's time to begin. On the chart, we see an indefinite back and forth movement. This is what happens when the market moves within one corridor without a clear direction. Now the chart has approached the lower boundary. There was an accumulation from those that went down. This could indicate that its line will go up again from the lower level. I'm making the decision to go up as well. This is a very typical situation when the chart fluctuates and moves kind of sideways. That's a good example. And I am on to the next pair. Here we see a sharp reversal and subsequent upward movement. Indicators confirm the indicator is now pushing up to the local level. In such situations, according to my experience, there is a probability of breaking the level, which means, in my opinion, it's time for me to make a decision and go up as well. I expect the movement to continue. And indeed, the breakthrough occurred. Such moments are especially important when you can see the trend and confirmation from the indicator. If you're watching this video, that's a big sign. You have an interest in new opportunities. That's a strong starting point. Yes, any new direction seems difficult at first, but that's why I created a space where all the steps are structured, clear, and logical. In my community, you can see my approach live. I openly show how I analyze the market and make decisions. Everything is live, without overload and complicated terms. You can connect by clicking the link in the attached comment. The access is open, and you can come and decide whether this format suits you. And now let's get back to our session. And here, after the decline, the market approached an important level, broke it, and came back again. This is called a retest. It can be a sign that the level will be a resistance. I make a decision to go down, as I expect a corresponding bounce. In this case, the market behaved according to expectations. We do not stop, we go further. I see a downtrend here, and it happens after a short break. I assume that there will be no reversal, so I intend to decide to follow this trend and go down. As you can see, there was no reversal here. There was a short respite before the trend continuation. Let's move on. On this chart, we see this structure. It means that the trend for the downward movement is supported by a large number of people. The chart line has also crossed the yellow indicator line, which presumably indicates the beginning of the return to previous positions. That is, the resumption of the downward movement. I assume that it is worth going down, waiting for the line to reach at least the accumulation zone. Such patterns can indicate a change of direction. This is a technique I use in my practice. Let's move on. Here we have a struggle worthy of an Oscar-winning thriller. At first, the market went downward, but then sharply turned around. This may indicate that the participants who are waiting for the continuation of the upward movement started to act. Now there is a consolidation above the lower zone, and I'm going up, continuing on the continuation of growth. When there are major players behind the movement, this can be seen. I also take such moments into account and use them. After the growth, the downward movement started again, and the familiar situation was formed on the chart again. This may indicate that the chart line started moving in the opposite direction. Here the line crossed the yellow line of the indicator, and I'm assuming that the move will continue. I'm going down, expecting that the decline will be prolonged. Keep up the pace. Let's move on. What do we see here? After a strong upward movement, an interesting structure has appeared on the chart, which indicates that the upward movement is getting weaker. And if the strength is running out, it may mean that the market is ready to roll down. Further chart movement confirm this. I'm assuming that this is the moment for a move down, as it has already started. I'm entering the downside, expecting the move to continue. Paying attention to the signs means you're ready. Moving on. And now I observe another situation. After the pullback, the chart line has returned under the indicator. And both lines are now directed downward. This may indicate the resumption of the downtrend. I'm going down too. Continuing my movement along the trend. In such cases, in my opinion, there is a probability of a continuation of the downward movement. Meanwhile, we have one last pair. Here I see that the indicator return has reached a lower level from where the market started to bounce. I evaluate the indicators and assume that there might be an upward movement, so I go in up. So we've wrapped up the session and let's move on to the conclusions. Let's be honest. You just spent a few minutes watching this video and now you have two ways to go. The first is to close the tab and just go back to your normal routine. The second is to step into new possibilities and see what a different approach might look like. Our community is a space for those who choose to move consciously. There, I share experiences, break down systematic steps, and support those who really want to figure it out. Many of my members started small and continue to grow, each at their own pace. And maybe it's your turn now. If you feel like it's time, the link is in the first pinned comment. Join. It all starts with the first step, and you choose if it's today. That's it for me. Thanks for being with me, and see you in the community.